Hello everybody, this is my Sun and Moon group on Facebook. No channel, but we're private, so you have to be invited on or whatever, you know, or you need the link to join the channel. This link is in most of my videos, but slowly we picked up a few people. But today, as I was going through my channel, I was looking and then this video here came up. It was done by Weston Lawson and it was put on, sorry, it's made by UFO, whatever that name is there, and it was put on by Weston Lawson. So thank you very much, Weston Lawson, for putting this video on. Now, many people might have seen something like this before and it might not be new news to anybody, but I thought I'd just play this video that's on my channel and tell me what you think.
Just because they won't let us sail below the 60th parallel doesn't mean the Earth is flat.
Yeah, what about the accounts from the men who actually did?
What are you talking about?
William Morris, late 1700s, traversed along the Antarctic Circle until he found it.
Found what?
Summer's Gate, every Glober's worst nightmare of the 3 exits along the ice wall. Said the crew was too scared to go through it, but by the time they tried pulling out, it was already too late. Current yanked them through the opening into the other side, beyond the ice wall.
My God.
Sailed through these unknown waters until
what?
They were approached by a massive red ship, unlike anything they'd ever seen back home, and it started blaring an unbearable horn until they finally realized William and his crew were no harm. They brought them up on board, and the captain of this giant red ship introduced himself to William as the leader of the ancestral lands. Said his name was Tolliver. Yawning, William was in shock at this point, like trying to take in the fact that there was like this whole reality outside of this ice wall barrier. And Tolliver asked him what he was doing in these waters. William kind of apologized, like, I'm sorry, we just wanted to explore what was out here. And Tolliver said, like, no, it's fine. It's been so long since we've seen anyone come from the inner ice wall. Tolliver handed William a map and he said, take this. It will lead you to the safe lands. Move swiftly now. William said, the safe lands, like, I'm sorry, is there something dangerous out here? Like, are we in danger? And Tolliver said, oh, my dear boy, things out here on this side are just fine. You see that place you've emerged from, those people in there are what we have to worry about. He said the leaders of the inner ice wall of your Americas are tyrannical oligarchs who will stop at nothing to keep control. And so William went back to his boat and told his crew about everything the captain said. He goes, like, look, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to go back home. Like, these people are in some kind of generational standoff with us. Like, we've been lied to about everything. And as he showed them the map he was given, he goes, there's a whole other world out here. And they just looked at this map, which still circulates today, that has shown like literally 178 different worlds under the same biodome, yeah, all kind of connected by oceans. And so they took the directions to the ancestral lands where things were safe, and they were kindly greeted by a beautiful kind of like utopian city where everything was just kind of a peaceful, gracious, and like abundant plethora of just like life. So William was escorted into a kind of headquarter building where a sergeant said to him, William, we'd be happy to process you as a citizen to the ancestral lands. We are aware that you are from the inner ice wall, and we're deeply sorry about the things you've been subjected to. And William just said to him, like, but sir, my family, my people, like, they're all inside of there with no knowledge of these lands beyond. Like, what will be their fate? The sergeant said to him, like, I understand your concerns, sir. I truly do. We've been trying to liberate your realm for centuries, but your leaders are ruthless. He says to William, he goes, listen, if they find out that you've escaped, okay. If they find out you know about these lands, it could trigger another great reset. Okay, they could wipe out your guys' entire realm, leaving only an embryonic group of humans to once again reset your collective consciousness. Something they've done before, and believe me, they won't hesitate to do again. And William says to him, he goes, like, great, reset, sir. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? And the sergeant just says to him, he goes, buddy, let's just say the last time one of you escaped, you weren't wearing powdered wigs. Basically explains to him that our society in the inner ice wall has cycled through dozens of civilizations, all of which have like reached different levels of technology, kind of continually reverting back to primal beginnings every time they reset us. And so William basically agreed with his crew to claim citizenship in the ancestral lands, and they pretty much lived an amazing life for the next 10 years. But William's knowledge drove him crazy. Although he'd met a woman here and gotten married, he couldn't help but want to go back to the inner ice wall. And one day they both went missing. They took a boat back to the ice wall, and he distributed as much of this information into the Americas and European nations as he possibly could. And this is where all the flat Earth speculation has reemerged from